What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Estevan here with All American Print Supply. We are joined by the legend himself, Gary from TShirtHelpDesk. What are we talking about today, Gary?
What's up, man? We are going to be talking about how you can finance your t-shirt empire with print on demand.
That's right. We're gonna go over the pros and cons, what's involved, the whole shebang. So kick back, grab a cold drink, hit those thumbs up. Let's dive into it.
Let's go.
All right, now Gary, for those in our audience who may not be familiar with the print-on-demand model, how would you describe it to our customer?
The print-on-demand model is simple. There are print-on-demand companies that will print and ship your products to your audience with little to no expense to you.
Very good, very good. Now, are there different types of print-on-demand formats, would you say? Maybe third parties integrated?
Yeah. So the print-on-demand model, like I said before, they will print and ship to whomever you sell to, right? Now, there are people, let's just say like Printful or Printify, Awkward Styles, they ship out. And someone like Amazon, they do the same thing. But someone like Amazon or Etsy, once that sale comes in, they control the sale, meaning whoever like bought it, you have no idea, right? Okay. You get the sale, but you don't know where they are or whomever. You can use something like Printify or Printful, but Shopify gives you the ability to have control whoever your customer is, so then you can remarket to that customer and you can tell them, hey, we have new styles, we have stuff on sale, things of that nature. So that's something to take into account.
Okay, different types of models for different types of needs. Now, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's talk about it. What are some of the pros when it comes to print on demand?
The pros is that you can start with virtually no money or very little overhead. You don't have to house any blanks. It's totally hands-off. They handle everything. And you can learn, this is what I'm going to talk about today. You can learn how to run a t-shirt business on someone else's dime. There's a little expenses here, but most of the heavy lifting is done by the print-on-demand company.
It's a lot to love right there.
Yes, indeed.
All right, now, everything's not all rainbows and roses, right, Gary?
Yes.
What would you say are perhaps maybe some of the cons to the print-on-demand model?
First con is that you don't make as much money, right? There's lower margins. Second con is you don't have control. Like, first of all, there's no quality control, right? You can get, your blank, but you can get a sample, but you don't know if it's always going to be the same. Garment selection, you are absolutely, whatever they have available, that's all that you're going to be. So if you want a certain type of blank, if they don't have it, you're pretty much out of luck.
And you were talking a little bit about the customer information.
Yes.
Some of these companies, they're really the middleman every step of the way. Order comes in, you're really just gonna see the dollar signs at the end, but things like having that repeat contactability, future database storage, some of these companies will retain all that themselves, right?
Yes, and it's so funny because we live in a data-driven society. The person that has that data, they really are in control of the money. When you have that data, you can get all the demographics, where they are, age, whatever. You can remarket to them and you can make money. And that's really, really important because a person who buys from you, they're 10 times more likely, if not more, to buy again. You understand what I'm saying? So they get to make that money off of your customer. You have that design, they came to you, but they control it. You want to be in control of that eventually. But if this is what you have to do it, do that. And then eventually, which is what I'm going to talk about today, put all of that in your hands. So you start with POD and eventually you get all this equipment like this and you do it for yourself. But you use POD to finance getting all of this.
There we go. And then you guys stick around. We're going to talk about a little bit being the POD. Yes. Let's change locations for a moment, shall we? Another great way you can help finance your business and build your t-shirt empire is being the print-on-demand provider yourself. Especially with direct-to-film, we've seen a proven business model through the sales of direct-to-film transfers. Because if a customer has your transfers and basically just a heat press, they can really get the ball rolling, am I right?
Absolutely, and you can also be a print service, meaning you can print for churches, you can print for fraternities, sororities, anything. And you could be a print-on-demand service, just like you go to Printify and Printful and all this stuff, you can do that yourself because these things print on anything.
That's right. So between the full print shop capabilities that direct-to-film offers with almost limitless material compatibility and the proven business model on the sales of direct-to-film transfers, with a DTF machine, you basically have two businesses, right?
Absolutely. Or maybe even three.
Whether you're having your work outsourced with the print-on-demand model or perhaps performing the print-on-demand services yourself, the possibilities are endless. And you can really cover all your bases with direct-to-film. Man, Gary, it's been really great having you on here. I know you got a wealth of platforms out there.
Yes.
Can you share a little bit with our audience how and why they should connect with you online?
T-Shirt Help Desk, I've been in this industry for 30 years at this point. Anything except for screen printing, I cover virtually everything that has to do with starting a t-shirt business on my platform, from printing to e-commerce to you name it. And you can find me on almost all platforms. That is YouTube, which is my biggest platform, Instagram and TikTok and wherever. Just put in T-Shirt Help Desk, no hyphen, T-Shirt Help Desk, and you'll find me.
He's not kidding, guys. I've learned a lot from this man myself personally. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to spend with our audience, share some of this wealth of knowledge. Man, you want to give him the classic YouTube send-off? We'll do it.
I'm finna put some butter on my shoes along with Estevan and slide on out the door.